All right, first grade. To start off this project, we're going to start just by kind of sketching out, drawing out where we want our snowman to be. So I have my pencil right here, and I'm going to start by first just drawing a pretty good sized circle towards the top of my paper. I drew a circle right here. Maybe I'll draw it with Sharpie so you guys can see it. So I'm going to draw a circle towards the top of my paper. Then underneath, I want to draw a circle that connects to that circle that gets a little bit bigger. Then under that circle, I'm going to have one that touches the bottom that connects to that circle I just drew. And that's all I need to do to sketch out where my snowman is going to be. So that way I kind of know where to put my pieces. So now we're going to have these white strips of papers on your table. You're going to start first by ripping them into squares. Rip up one paper at a time, and then you can start gluing them down. So get yourself a glue bottle and start filling in your first circle with those little pieces that you just ripped up. So what I like to do first is I like to kind of outline, and then I can just kind of fill in the rest of it as I go. So I like to just put my squares on top of that line that I drew. So I know that I'm covering up that line because we don't want to see your pencil line. Okay, so I finished that strip of paper, so now I can rip up another one. I'm just ripping up one paper at a time. Now that I've outlined all my circles, now I can just start filling in the rest of it because we don't want to see any of the color of your background in the middle of your snowman. So now I'm going to fill in all these spaces. All right, so now my snowman is all filled up. So now we need to add all of his details. So I have this black rectangle. I'm gonna use my scissors to cut a long, skinny piece for the flat part of my hat. That looks good. Put that on the top of my snowman's head. Then I need a square piece for the top of his hat. There we go. Perfect. I will also have little hole punches already punched out for you that you can use. I'm going to use these to make my eyes and the buttons on my snowman. So my eyes went on the top circle. My buttons went down the middle of my middle circle. Now I have little orange squares that I can use for my nose, and I'm just going to cut off a long little triangle off of my orange rectangle for my carrot nose. So cute! Now, last thing I need is some arms for my snowman. So first I'm going to cut some long skinny pieces for his arms. And I'll glue those down first. And then I need some shorter pieces for his hands. So I'm just taking 2 long pieces and I'm cutting them in half for the pieces I'm going to use for his hands. All right, guys, there you go. There is my finished collage snowman.